What is going on, people? The Metal Claw is here. How are my metal brothers and sisters doing today? The Metal Claw is back, and we have another album review today. We have thrash metal legends Overkill with a new album, Scorched.
Scorch the earth, scorch your brain, scorch your dreams and what remains. Scorch the good, scorch the bad, the best vampire son you ever had.
Overkill bring us Scorched, their latest release since the 2019 Wings of War. Now, what an album that was, and much enjoyed by the Metal Claw, so expectations were high going into this album, and Overkill did not disappoint. My metal people, before we dive headfirst into this album review, let's take a look at the artwork. Now, for the Metal Claw, this is exactly what a thrash metal album should look like. It's dark, it's gnarly, it's in your face. Two skulls with the spines hanging down into fire and flames, wings raised into blackened skies, and all around scorched earth. Absolute thrash metal brilliance. The first track is the self-titled Scorched, and this opens with some tapping on the guitar, which for the Metal Claw is reminiscent of Death Angel on the Ultra Violence with a Halloween inspired theme. Absolutely awesome. Love this. This leads into, as it builds behind, a monstrous thrashy chuggy riff which carries the song along. It then drops into the chorus where Bobby Blitz is screeching and snarling and hitting all those awesome notes. Then, for the Metal Claw, possibly my favourite element of this song is how the pace drops post-chorus into that head-bobbing, awesome riff. Absolute brilliance. I love also how this song, the middle section, it builds slowly into that solo. The lead work is exceptional. Also, I must note, I love what the bass is doing under that lead work. It complements it so nicely. Awesome. To finish the song off, it kicks back in with that chunky, thrashy, fast-paced riff. Absolute killer opening to this album. So track 2, Overkill, give us Going Home. Now the guitars begin trading blows as it builds into an awesome, fast-paced, thrashy riff. The drums on this are fantastic, driving the tempo forward, driving the song forward into an awesome pre-chorus bit where the drums are hitting full speed. Bobby is snarling and screeching at full speed into that chorus. And personally, my favourite bit of the whole song is how Bobby Blitz holds out Going Home. Awesome. This continues on through the song, into the bridge, into the solo, and then the solo kicks in and it takes no prisoners. Awesome guitar work.
Stays underground. There, 1,000 melodies
enter the surgeon. Overkill treat us to a little bit of bass on the intro and then smash into a frantic thrash metal riff. Bobby's vocals on the verse are unbelievably awesome. I am absolutely loving that section of this song. The double kick on the drums again is driving the riff, driving the song forward into that chorus, which again, Bobby absolutely nails the vocals. I love this song start to finish. The middle section takes us on a journey. It winds and weaves and drops in pace and gives us that eerie chanting of Bleed Out. Awesome. And then the tempo just jumps up as the awesome guitar solo kicks in. We then drop back into that riff to cap this song off. Brilliant.
We call this cut right here the surgeon.
So as the surgeon exits, some creepy guitars bleed into Twist of the Wick. Now these creepy guitars bleed into yet again some thrash metal gold. This riff is cutting, it's fast, it drives forward. It's at a frightening pace. You think it can't get any faster. And then the drums kick into overtime as Bobby kicks in with the vocals. We then smash into the chorus where we get a drop of pace. And Bobby's vocals, well, bow down to the master. They are unreal. I absolutely love this. Again, we get a drop of pace into the middle section with some creepy, almost chanting style guitars. Then the solo slices you down with a cracking bit of lead excellence. This song is excellent. So people, for track 5, Overkill welcome us to a wicked place. Now, as this song begins, the drums are marching away and then it kicks in with a lovely chunky head bobby mid-tempo riff. This is awesome. In comparison to the first section of the album, this is a welcome change in pace. Absolutely love it. This then leads into a very slow chorus, which I enjoy. I'm not 100% sold on though. However, I do feel Bobby's vocals again are on point. This continues then into a middle section, which for the metal claw feels slightly disjointed until the lead work kicks in. I enjoy it on the whole, just a bit of disjointed sort of structure to the song before the lead kicks in. I will say the lead work on this again is exceptional. Thoroughly enjoyed this song, even though I found a few elements not quite to my taste. I do, however, I love how Bobby holds out wicked place as the song bleeds out with that eerie orchestral music behind him. So people, we won't be coming back. Well, the Metal Claw hopes you will be coming back to the channel for more heavy metal content. But on with this review. This song has somewhat of a different feel to its predecessors. Previously, I've said that it's the drums that are really driving the songs forward, pushing the tempo of the song. In this song, it's all about the guitar. The guitar is driving it forward with that riff behind Bobby's, again, awesome vocals. This leads into the chorus, which again is awesome. Bobby's vocals are on point. It is one of them iconic, catchy Overkill choruses that is just jammed into your brain and you cannot forget it. This then takes you on a lead guitar journey. The lead guitar shows a proficiency of excellent levels, and this snakes and meanders through some awesome lead guitar work, much enjoyed by the Metal Claw. An excellent addition to this album.
Can I get another minute with you? It's just my heart is full of hate and war. Can I get a little leather to chew? It's just my head is full, my mouth just wants to roar. Lightning striking my aeroplane. Electric currents run through my brain. I wanna know.
So people, it's Fever. And no, I'm not sick. It's track 7. Now this starts with some bass and some clean guitar, and then enters some clean vocals from Bobby. This continues and meanders through, and then a crushing, fat, chunky riff drops in, and Bobby's heavier vocals. I do, however, think that the riff doesn't complement the vocals fully, and I think at points Bobby's vocals get lost in the riff. This song continues on and drops back into the clean guitar, clean vocals, and then back in with that heavy riff. Across this song, I get some old school BLS vibes from my point of view. However, I do enjoy the chorus where Bobby's shrieking, "Fever, fever." Awesome. A really interesting song and something different than what Overkill have served us up already on this album. A more than worthy addition.
Way over the rainbow, keep the pockets full while the man is taken. Keep the chamber full while the shots are raking. Banging on your head while your bones are breaking. Poison from the well, I feel the chains around my spirit, and only time will tell.
You wanted thrash metal? Ask and Overkill shall deliver. Harder they fall. This is a slice of 80s thrash metal that would not be out of place on the Years of Decay or an album of that era. It is awesome. It's non-stop. It's relentless. There's no time for melancholy in this. It is full speed, balls to the wall, thrash metal. There's double kick, there's shouted backing vocals. The lead vocals from Bobby are snarling and screeching. The lead work is fast paced and exceptional. This is a slice of 80s thrash metal. People, we're at track 9, Know Her Name. And I hope you guys do, because I've listened to this track plenty of times and I still don't know her name. Anyway, this song is awesome. The riff that kicks in at the start of this, it's chunky, it's chuggy, it drives the tempo of the song forward into Bobby's, as they have been throughout, absolute killer vocals. I love it where he's saying squeeze so tight. His vocals sound awesome on this track. We then drop into the middle section. We get some clean bass that then builds towards the absolutely fantastic guitar solo. I love the hook at the end of the guitar solo that drops back into that main riff and Bobby's phenomenal vocals and that scream towards the end of the song. That is heavy metal. Awesome. People, we're at the final track of Scorched, and that is Bag O' Bones. This song has a mid-tempo, chunky riff that leads us in, and Bobby's vocals are bouncing around. They're screeching, they're snarling, they are on point as they have been all through this album. I do, however, feel with this song at points it is a little bit disjointed. However, the lead work is awesome, and overall, this is a worthy addition to the album. My criticism is the placement of this song in the track listing. I don't feel this is the thrash metal finale that I wanted from this album. I would have been much happier with Know Her Name or Harder They Fall closing out of this album rather than this song. I do enjoy it, I just feel it's not the strongest song on the album. So that was Overkill with their new album, Scorched. And for the Metal Claw, what an album it was. Now, this album absolutely shreds. However, it is not without criticism from the Metal Claw. I feel there were some minor elements that could have improved this album, with song arrangement, slight tweaking to remove some of the disjointedness that I felt, and also adjusting the track listing slightly would have aided the listen through of this album. These minor points, however, are, as I've said, minor. On the whole, an absolutely awesome album. So, all that is left to do, people, is to give Overkill and Scorched a Metal Claw rating. The Metal Claw rating works on a scale of 1 to 5. 1 being absolute garbage. 5, the Gold Claw, the gold standard. The best that you can get in metal music. And so, my Metal Claw rating for Overkill Scorched is 4 claws! And my reason for only giving 4 claws to Overkill Scorched is, as I have mentioned, track listing could have been altered slightly to make it a slightly smoother listen. And there were elements, little minor elements in certain songs that I felt were maybe disjointed, or the riff kind of muddied Bobby's vocals slightly. The only other minor criticism would be the first section of the album. The actual structures of the songs were very similar as well, with sort of fast thrashy riff, slower middle section into the solo, back into the fast thrashy riff. On the whole, an absolutely awesome album and a worthy addition to the Overkill back catalogue. Much enjoyed by the Metal Claw. So all that is left to do, people, is get your claws in there, your claws in there, your claws in there. And if you're feeling extra saucy, tickle my bell for notifications of when I upload. Metal Claw out.